I recently got an email from somebody working at a Honda dealer. It was very, very different to the email that I received 1 week ago from someone working at a Hyundai dealer. In fact, the Honda dealership said that numerous staff there were actually buying huge amounts of Tesla shares, including the owner of the dealer, and they themselves were very concerned about Honda's future. So concerned, in fact, that they believe they can't sell the cars Honda is actually sending to them. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. Great to see you. Welcome to all the new subscribers. Welcome back, everyone else. Thank you so much for supporting myself and my wife. Right now, she's got a pretty tough battle with stage 4 colorectal cancer, which has metastasized and spread. Thank you so much for supporting us with our GoFundMe campaign, which has been it's been way more of a success than I ever would have expected. And you guys have just come together and donated, and it's been absolutely amazing. Basically, it costs $11,000 to $12,000 per week for the treatment, which gives her the best chance of success. I couldn't afford a long period of doing that. I mean, basically, I've sold my house, actually just about to put it on the market, but that has been amazing from you guys. Thank you so much. Now, if you're wondering what I'm talking about, I'll put a link in the description below and you can read all about it. You can see what she has to say. However, Honda and Hyundai, very, very interesting and different way of looking at the world from clearly their staff. Now, this is not representative of all staff, but it's interesting that I got this message from a person working in a Hyundai dealership saying, basically very, very aggressive towards me, saying, you should be praising internal combustion engine manufacturers. They are spending billions of dollars investing into EVs. Well, they've been saying that for years, my friends. Not much has happened. Not many EVs are being made from those dealerships. That's the truth. I mean, we're talking years and years when they've known that the products they were producing were crap, basically. They were pollution machines. That's what they are. They are actually really bad for you. They've known this for a long time. So I'm sorry, I'm not going to hold back because your feelings are getting hurt because the dealership you work at represents a certain brand because you guys didn't change fast enough. That's nothing to do with me. Now, the interesting thing is here, this email that I got, within the last 24 hours from staff at Honda. I'm going to share it with you. Let me know what you think about it. It's quite interesting to hear what they have to say. In fact, it really made me think, I wonder if there's other staff working in other dealerships in North America thinking similar things to this. Now, before I share this email with you, which I think is going to possibly blow your mind, well, it did mine, here's some actual quotes that have come out within the last 24 hours from concerned Honda dealers in North America. They sound like they're basically preparing to move on. 3 Honda retailers reacted to news of Sony Honda and their partnership to offer their vehicle service plans to competing brands. Here's what the 3 retailers said. Honda is taking a huge risk in alienating its dealer body, which sold about 1.2 million vehicles a year pre-COVID, for a poorly thought out plan to sell somewhere around 100,000 vehicles annually, or a fraction of these sales coming from the dealers. The Sony Honda JV's attempt to maintain the fiction that they are independent from Honda is disingenuous. In other words, it's a lie. The products are being designed and produced using Honda resources, and they should solely be sold by Honda dealers. Honda should not be competing with the same dealers who have invested billions of dollars in their Honda franchises and helped make Honda a legendary brand. And that was from Bill Feinstein, chairman of the Honda National Dealer Advisory Board and president of Planet Honda in Tilton and general manager of Planet Honda in Union, New Jersey. In other words, a Honda dealer who owns numerous dealerships. Now, as for Honda being a legendary brand, I agree. They were at one point, not anymore. Maybe legendary for their legendary demise that's happening right now. Sales down 35% in the United States. Sales have collapsed in Australia. Many countries now, Honda is basically disappearing from. That's legendary. I'll agree with you on that. Or how about this quote from Jeff Polhanka, who owns 5 Honda dealerships. Honda said the Sony JV is operating separate from Honda Motors, and their decisions with respect to distribution of their product is at their discretion. I don't know to what extent they have an obligation to tell us what they're doing in conjunction with Sony. I don't believe Honda will be in competition with Honda or Acura. There were questions about this when the Acura line first came out. Are they going to be competing with Honda? And the answer has been no, because that's not good for Honda or Acura. I've been witness to this with the Honda and Acura products. My Honda and Acura stores sit next to each other and both do very good business. So there's a different opinion. But here's an opinion that I think is probably the most likely widespread one. I'm a sales manager at a Honda dealership. Honda is releasing new trim levels for certain models without blind spot monitors because they don't have the parts for blind spot monitors right now. If you remember a year or so ago when Ford sold vehicles without certain chips in them, such as the chip needed for navigation, they promised the customer that when the chip came in, they would install the chip free of charge. This was relatively easy because this didn't hinder the driver's ability to operate the vehicle. However, there were other supply issues that caused Ford to have to park the vehicles in a field until the parts finally arrived. Honda's thought is that instead of building these vehicles and leaving them to sit in a field, doing nothing while waiting for the parts to be delivered, they will sell the vehicle without this feature. My concern is in 2023, who wants to spend $40,000 on a new vehicle that doesn't have a blind spot monitor? My gut tells me these vehicles are going to sit in a lot for a while customers wait for other trim levels that do have blind spot monitors. 1 year ago, we could not keep a new vehicle on the lot. Now production at Honda has increased, but demand for Honda vehicles has slowed. And now I have 14 new vehicles on our lot that are available, and I have more new vehicles showing up every 2 to 3 days. We sold 35 vehicles in January. We expect to sell the same number this month, but we have over 120 new vehicles over the next 2 months scheduled to be delivered to us. Possibly no way of selling them. Everyone at work knows that I personally love Tesla. I own several hundred shares of Tesla stock and am all about the brand. I put all my extra money toward more Tesla shares. My 13-year-old son also owns several shares of Tesla stock in his UTAMA account and buys more with his birthday, Christmas, and chore money. That's legendary, Dad. Whoever you are, well done. Really, that's something that we should all aspire to. Our kids investing their birthday, Christmas money into buying stocks rather than buying video games and trash. Well done, mate. That's fantastic. I'm planning to retire in about 6 years or less, and I personally don't think the ability to retire could come too soon because of where the automobile market is going, or where Honda is going. My general manager owns almost 500 shares of Tesla because of what I've brought to his attention. Salespeople and managers in the car market tend to live paycheck to paycheck, and virtually no one at my dealership has any retirement to speak of. I don't know where they are planning to be in 6 years, but I expect a huge downturn in the traditional gasoline ICE market. And with Honda going the direction they're going, I don't think it's looking good for them. I'm a subscriber to your channel and I watch all your videos. Great stuff. Praying for your wife and the rest of your family, as well as you go through these trials of chemo. Keep your chin up. Well, thank you, my friend. Same to you. I'm really, really impressed by what you're doing. You're working in a place that you realize is being disrupted, and you're investing in basically a competing business because you're able to separate emotion, able to use objectivity here to recognize this disruption. And honestly, this is brilliant. It's so very hard to do that. Sunk cost bias, all the biases we have as human beings, they really affect our decision making, whether we like it or not. And yet this guy has actually not only actually raising an amazing son that would want to do that from his own choice, investing pretty much all the spare money he has into the stock market, which I absolutely love that part of this story. But also the fact that this guy is just influencing his general manager to buy shares in a competing company because he recognizes that the brand he manages, the brand he owns, well, it's being disrupted because it doesn't sell the product that the market wants. My friends, that's where Honda is headed. I've got to say, the Japanese auto market, Japanese car brands, personally, I actually feel sorry for them. I really do. These dealers have to put up with these kinds of antics because honestly, frankly, these car brands themselves, the manufacturers were so arrogant, they thought they could continue to sell the dated, lackluster products they've been making for so long now. It's sort of like they had a few good years, made some great stuff, and then really couldn't be bothered. Anyway, that's my thoughts on this. Let me know what yours are. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.